Hello guys, my name is Olatunde. My friends call me Kilo. Just Kilo, which means kilometer, not the other kilo. So, because I'm a solid guy that is everywhere. So my friends say, oh, this guy, you're always everywhere. So it's like you walk kilometers, and then I'm like trying to always wanting to know what's next, always anticipating for the next point of action. So in Yoruba, where I'm from, they say Kilo Tuku, which means what's next. So that is my nickname, Kilo.
Thank you, Kilo. It's nice to have you here. I'm really excited. So welcome, guys. This is another episode of with Nwambuke Chidima talking about a relocation. As you have seen, Kilo has already introduced himself before the podcast started. So it's quite a good one. But Kilo, I'll start with this podcast. I know you're Nigerian, or
Right.
we are all Nigerian, but I want you to be very real. I want you to be, if you have to even speak in Nigerian, but you have to be like open in this podcast. So how long have you been here in the United Kingdom?
I came to the UK October 2021.
And that was like winter.
Yes.
How was it? Experiencing the cold from the hotness in Lagos to
Bro,
extreme.
I'm telling you, immediately I got to Heathrow, and it was like, I was asking, I bet who on AC for this airport?
It was crazy, bro.
Who on AC for this airport? When they take Honda, I mean they're hot farm now. It was freezing.
That was like the peak of winter, man.
You get it? It was freezing because I came with swagged up. I wasn't wearing a jacket. I was just wearing like a denim jean shirt, trying to like come swagging up to the UK. But nobody tell me. I begin to find. I beg where I feel see jacket or kill me for year.
All the clothes that you buy for Nigeria, you throw all of them.
You get it? Yeah, I threw everything. But I mean, yeah, it was a good experience. It was easy. And when I got to the airport, and I was like, like Nigeria now, you just want to take taxi or Uber everywhere. So
Yeah.
I didn't know my school was a bit far from Heathrow, which was in Bristol. So I was like, taxi. I beg, see where I did go. And the guy said, £400. I said, I look at £400. This thing, bless it, plenty.
Plenty,
I said,
like.
I got £400 to somewhere. She like heaven I did go. Everyone just for Scottish like this. Now. So that was it. I had to find my way to taking public transport.
You use a train or you use?
I use the bus. I use National Express.
National Express. I think a couple of my friends as well to use the National Express. But it's how I like to dive into my sections when I do my question and answering. Let's start with this. It's not how I usually go, but this is how I want to start.
Right.
When you look back at your life now and take a look back like 10 years from now, when you were growing up, did you ever imagine that you were going to come abroad? Now, did you look at yourself now where you are right now? Did you ever think that, I was going to come abroad? Was going abroad like one of those big visions that you didn't know was going to happen, but later in life, it just happened and you relocated, or, you always had it in mind to leave the country?
Yeah, I've always anticipated of moving out of Nigeria because I was born and brought up in the barracks. So
The army barracks.
the police barrack, it's police barrack. So growing up in the barrack, there's a lot of challenges. We always look up to people that got family abroad.
Yeah.
It's like, if this family has got someone abroad, there's a potential there.
There's a potential, yeah.
That person will take them out of the poverty and out of the difficulties you face in the barracks. You don't know the life in the barrack. Like it could be like two families sharing one house. I mean, sharing the same bathroom, the same everything. So during this time, I already had that anticipation that for me to get out of this
You
position,
have to go abroad.
I need to go abroad.
I grew up in Benin City too.
Right.
So, and in Benin City, Benin people, they'll say Benin people are abroad, they know they take them.
Of course.
You understand? So, in every family, as in Benin City, you have to have. In fact,
Yeah.
even if they were in Morocco,
Now,
Italo, or they were
one person
Italy.
was Italo for Benin.
They must go. So in fact, even when I was growing up, there was as for the sake of this podcast, I'll keep it. But you had. I mean, I'll say it like to say someone I had in the area. Almost all my friends actually left, like girls in the area. It was common. So the summary is that where I also come from too, where I grew up, if you don't have someone abroad, they assume that one person abroad is going to liberate the entire family. And true. So for me, let's I wrote down a couple of questions, so we'll just get right to it.
Okay.
What's the biggest shock? I mean, you landed in Heathrow. What's the biggest shock you faced when you first landed in London? I mean, you've talked about the cold weather.
Yeah.
And then secondly was the transport there. But was London the first place internationally you've traveled to?
Oh no. I've been to Israel. I spent.
What did you go to for Israel?
Actually, Israel wasn't. I wasn't interested in going to Israel. I not really interested in going to Israel. So what happened was, I had a very good friend of mine, who was in Israel at that time, and how am I gonna put it? So I was kind of going through some things in Nigeria then, and it was like, Kilo, instead of you stressing yourself in this country, why don't you just live here, just come here, spend like a couple of weeks to just cool off your head. I mean, like, it's okay in Israel. It's been there for a couple of years, and it could just help me around and just maybe just refresh my brain. And I was like, Israel, like, don't be bombed. They throw for there. Nah, he said no. I shouldn't think of that. Israel is a nice country, and I'm talking about that was around 2010. Yeah, 2010. So yeah, so I did the visa and I went to Israel. It was quite nice. It was alright. So
how long did you spend in Israel?
I was in Israel for 3 weeks.
You enjoyed it?
Yes.
So that was the first time. So brings you to my first question. That was the first time you really what did you experience when you left, like the Israel, when you left Nigeria to Israel? What was one of the few things you were like, man, this is far better than? Did you feel Israel is far better than Nigeria?
I mean, trust me, many people, they're going to tell you, even every country you
Ghana is better than
Nigeria. But I mean, that's not true, because I mean, Nigeria is our home country, and the freedom you get in Nigeria, you can't get in any other country.
Now, apart from freedom, the organization, the system, the
of course. These are more advanced and more developed countries that's got the system working for them. So I mean, a country like Israel, they've been going through lots of developments even before Nigeria woke up. So for me, getting to Israel, I was seeing things differently. Seeing electric cars as far back as 2010. There's none like that in Nigeria then. So seeing electric cars, seeing like good road system, seeing like everything working for people. So that was like a really like blown for me. I was like, oh, okay, so there's the world that this. I mean, we see all of this in movies, but not in person.
Not in person, yeah. So why I asked the question is that a whole lot of people, their first relocation was coming to the United Kingdom. Right. Me, I'd been to Dubai, I'd been to a couple of countries, like but so as the first time I went to Dubai, I shared this story a lot. Okay. I was in the bus and I was going to the so-called Exposure 2020, but like just like an event they were doing in Dubai. So I was on the bus, and in Nigeria, when the boss wants to stop, you'd say either driver or stop.
Nah. So I said, you just hit the bus.
I started shouting in the bus. Driver, stop me! Driver, stop me! Driver, stop me! Driver, stop me! Well, nobody answered. Then one person noticed, this guy is not from here. He now said, press that button. When I pressed the button, the driver now stopped. So for me, why I'm saying that I felt foolish, but it was a learning curve for me because I didn't know that things usually happens like that. The organized system. So my concept of asking that question is getting to know, the organized system of the United Kingdom. So What Nigerian habits did you find hard to drop when you got here? What was one of the habits you found?
I think I would say at first it's lateness. You know,
Being late too.
being late, African time. You know, you tell your friend, "Oh, I go block you there in 20 minutes," but you're still
2 hours. You
you're still sleeping. You know, you're even still trying to brush your teeth, and like so. That was one thing one of the things that really shaped me in this country. You know, because I'm used to like telling people they come and then I'll just keep them on the road.
Not like you don't want to come, but you just like I go come, but
get it, yeah.
maybe when you start,
or I just tell someone, "Oh, I'm coming to visit you," and I don't turn up, and I'm just like, it's just some of those things. You understand that? Ola is not coming, and
so you had to intentionally drop that habit.
So that habit coming to UK, I see that people work with time, and time is money.
Time is really money.
And when someone tell you, "Oh, meet me at this time," you just gotta be there at this time, or else he's gonna like tell you, "Yo, bro, like if you don't know you're not coming, just let me know."
Just let me know,
So and you see, just as the work as well, if you're 20 minutes late in your job, you see your team leader or your boss trying to take away from your pay.
If you haven't doing like a work per hour pay, they subtract it.
You get it.
If you're past 30 minutes with not very reasonable reason as to why
they would let you know. Yeah, you can't just keep someone somewhere and just tell him, "Oh, I they come." That was one thing. Yeah,
fair enough. So my next question was, have anything ever happened to you, like when you coming to this country, one of the first things you experience is, the challenges it takes to adjust. So would you say it's been, how was your experience adjusting? Honestly, like the weather, the environment, the spending of money. Initially when you come into this country, to be fair with me, when I got here, and someone said, "Oh," I mean, I didn't mind, but one of my friends, it was like, they said, "Oh, there was a job like that," and there was a job. It was like, "Oh, the job was, he was going to wash plate," and he was like a big boy in Lagos. He was like, "God forbid, I don't pay school fees to come wash plate, blah, 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 blah." But bro, 1 month down the line, when he has spent like, spent like 1K,
see you for plate washer.
He don't do the work. So, those kind of adjustments. So how would you say initially it took you? What were the things that you knew that initially that you faced adjusting to, or some certain things that you knew that, normally for Lagos, like no pride, I mean, big, you come with this mindset of big man in Nigeria, and if you do this kind of thing, but what were there points in your life what were the things that you found difficult adjusting to? And was there a point in your life that you felt like you just had to do this job? You just said, "Fuck it, I'll do it. Let me just get the money." I mean, it was a period of transition in your life.
I mean, everybody responds to difficulties in different ways, And for me personally, I was struggling to adjust to the old working system here. I thought coming to the UK, I'm just gonna do my masters, get like an office job, start working, earning pay and moving my career from there. That was the motive I had, because that's what I see online, see from friends that I know that was in the UK. See them working in the office. So. But coming here, the first thing that people rang in my ear, say, "Okay, you go clean your shoe."
Sharply. No play,
You go clean your shoe. No be all this one where they call here, you go clean your shoe. You ready? You understand? So I was like, me go for a big bad thing. You understand? I cannot do all those kind of things, and I cannot do them. But we came with a high prospect, and we were using our currency to sort our bills, and it got to a point, you can't even do that anymore.
Keep up again, because the funny thing people don't understand about currency is that when you swap 100K pounds, it's not.
It's not. You can't even. It's like a bus ticket,
I have a friend that used to say, because when we traveled one time to a country, so if he wants to talk, he'll be like, I don't want to relocate. I've stayed in Dubai, I've stayed here, I've changed more, I know what it means to live abroad. So you don't know what it means to live abroad. Dubai, when you stay 2 weeks. Come to UK, where you change 1 million and it's 500 pounds.
You get it.
You need to pay your rent.
By the time you pay your rent, you pay all of that.
You have 5 million before when your monthly expenses, when you take 5 million off, you realize that It's literally almost nothing.
Yes, now, and that 5 million is going down in less than 3 months.
3 months, that is really live like civil servant.
So,
if they live normal, if they ball.
So that's the difficulties,
Like,
you know.
Yeah, but would you say, have there been a time in your life you felt like, you know what, I'm not doing this again, I want to go back home?
Oh yeah, a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie.
But have you been back home since you came to the UK?
Actually no, but I'm planning on going next year because it's gonna be the 5th year I'm in the UK. So yeah.
5 years now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So
5 fucking years, bro.
Yeah,
me too.
It sounds like yesterday.
That's the funny thing. I was telling someone, I mean it's like 3 years now, but it looks like yesterday.
It's like yesterday. So I plan on going next year.
So would you advise anyone to relocate to the United Kingdom?
Of course, man. Of course. I'm not among those cool that say, oh, don't come to the UK because the UK is difficult. I mean, it's the sky is the limit for everyone.
Yeah.
What you find difficult might be easy for someone else. So you can't tell someone, oh, I mean, I see lots of people doing videos on social media like, oh, Canada is difficult, it's difficult. I mean,
it just depends on.
It depends. The meat that you find it hard to chew is what someone would chew like it's gone. So what you find hard is what someone finds soft. So I can't advise someone. I mean, you come and feel it yourself. So if you know you can't stand it, I know a couple of guys that we came together and they went back to Nigeria because they can't handle the stress.
No, I mean, I got to a point in my life, I was like, should I go back? But then I had friends that were doing really great jobs at that time. And I knew that if my belief is that if I see you, Kilo, punch this wall. You know, if I believe that you punch it, you're a man like me, you have the same strength, equal opportunity. I believe I can punch it. It might take a while, but I'll punch it. So I had people that had already relocated. I was like, this is possible. This is very, very, very possible to come. So I just kept, you know, holding on to keep on going and all that. So
yeah, that's it. And look at us now. We look back to those times and like, now it's way better than.
I mean, you're not where you were yesterday.
Yeah,
it's just getting better. And I tell people one thing about this country: it gets better with time.
That's it.
It honestly gets. So, would you say, has immigration changed your view of success, achieving success? You know, would you feel? Okay, let me reframe it. Like, did you feel like how far you can go in life and what you can achieve is directly dependent on your location that you are based, to be honest with you, coming from Nigeria?
I think so. I think so because I had this argument with a friend and it was like, oh, let's put 2 Nigerian guys that are living in Nigeria at the same time. One is going to the US and one is going to UK the same day. That if you give both of them 5 years, the accomplishment of the one that went to UK to US will be more than the one that went
not
to
because
UK.
The one in US is more hardworking. Not because the one in US is more smarter.
It's just the
environment,
the rules there, the society there, the community, the welcoming and the opportunities there could be more. I haven't been to the US, so I can't say, but statistically, from what I've seen from people that have been there, it looks like there are more opportunities.
Yeah, in the US.
And more.
Let's even leave the US. Starting with the UK, there are more opportunities in the UK.
Yeah, of course. There are opportunities everywhere. Everywhere, of course. But if you're comparing to like your community and someone else, you could say, oh, probably someone like US, they've got probably less strict immigration rules. I'm not talking about now, but because rules are changing. Yeah. So currently in the UK, I mean, of course, your community where you live is going to impact your success. And the immigration rules is going to impact. Yes, of course. Yeah, there's limitations.
So are you more of a paper kind of person? Like, oh, I want to have my paper. You're more about chasing the bag.
Bro, honestly, make a no lie for you. Me, I'm more of chasing the bag.
So if I give you 150 million, will you go back to Nigeria?
Bro, that's way too much, man.
It's too much.
It's too much.
100 million, you don't carry a bag go.
Bro, 100 hem. What you still doing here?
100 million not be big money, yo.
It's something to start with. It's something that you can.
So if you have 100 million, let's not go. That would make us delay too far. So 70 million, you don't carry a bag go Nigeria.
No, 70 million is small money because of the inflation and things.
So 100 M on the dot, you don't.
I mean, yeah, if you go 100 M, you can. I mean, it's not like it's gonna get you far,
but it gives you a good head start.
If you got a good plan, you've got a good plan, you've got a good feasibility study. With 100M, you can still do something that will keep
with
you
a
going.
good head start. Yeah.
Yeah, it will keep you going. I mean, it depends because so that's it for me, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your advice to someone who is looking towards relocating?
Where?
To the
Anywhere.
to the United Kingdom. What's your advice? What's one, if you were to advise someone is coming to the UK, like one advice you would give them, like you're coming to the UK, what's one advice? Settle in, finding a job. What's one advice you would say?
I mean, one thing I would say, either the person's a guy or a girl, is just trying to learn some skills, you know?
Skills like
Yeah,
what?
learn some manual handling skills. Something you can do with your hand.
With your hands, yeah.
With your hand, you know? Don't just go on looking at what you can do with certificate. Not like you're trying to get some training, no. Try to like learn something physical, learn some barbing, learn some hairdressing, learn some...
You know, my junior brother said to me that, he just finished, that he wants to learn plumbing. I said, you are getting wise.
Right, that is it.
He said he wants to learn plumbing, he wants to learn painting, he wants to learn...
Yeah, get your hands,
I said,
your hands there.
I said, learn it. Let me know what it takes to write the skilled exam.
Yeah.
Get it. I said, because when you come here, you'll be shocked as how much
you move faster than
how
people.
much you'll be making as opposed to...
Yeah. That's one thing I kind of sometimes I sit down and like, I wish I don't learn mechanic for Nigeria.
Guy, look you, I swear. You know, say Nigeria now with the laugh bricklayer and plumber.
Bro, laborers there, they make a lot of cash.
Do you know that to call a plumber in the United Kingdom, first calling
100 and something.
100 and something for the first hour. So they might say, okay, and the first hour is 150. After the first hour, we'll start charging maybe 100. So that means for a plumber to leave his house first and come to your house, 150 quid short for him.
I'm telling you, you sure die.
My colleague was telling me that I was asking, like, we were just like talking, like, her husband is like a plumber and all that. I was like, plumber make money? She was like, yes, that reasonably say plumbers get money, or say that, you know, she just kept talking on how it was I was like, that plumbers really like make money. Not very, very lucrative job for this country. So, but that's putting it on a wrap. Do you feel you're an ambitious person?
Yeah, I am a very challenging person, and everyone around me, they know that.
How hungry are you for success?
Way too hungry.
Are you ready to bleed for the life you want?
What do you mean bleed, bro? What do you mean bleed?
So when I say this to people, if they are ready to bleed, that is how hard are you willing to push? Because, you know, a lot of people say they are ambitious. So tell me an experience. For me now, people ask me if I'm ambitious. I say yes. They ask me why, and I tell them I've lost weight. People think it's a joke.
Even the UK stress is vital enough to stress you. Like, I hardly see people that come to UK to put on weight.
You want to, you know, I was so fucking lazy that when I got to my university, when I got to my uni here, so I stayed in an Airbnb that was 10 minutes walk. You know, I took an Uber. Bro,
Uber for 10 minutes walk.
And the Uber like, when I called the Uber, the Uber man was like, "Are you sure you know where you're going to?" I'm like,
10 minutes walk.
And Laroski say, "My brother is just there. Why you calling an Uber?" Bro, I was that lazy.
And
I was that like. Okay.
But now, if they tell you say one place now, 40, 30
I did trek go office. I did 40 minutes. I did trek go office.
You see, you trek. So that's it.
It's one of those things. But yeah, thank you very much for really coming around. It was a really, really very interesting conversation. I'm gonna be doing more episodes with Kilo. Coming up very soon. More.
Yeah.
It was a really, really nice one coming around. Thank you very much.
We've got lots of things to share.
Yeah. So guys,
financial advice, you know.
You get money.
I still dey try now.
I will help my life for my bro. I don't get financial advice for anybody.
Business advice.
But if you are looking to get a vehicle in the UK, Kilo
that's it. Yeah.
Kilo is a vehicle company.
Buy and sell auction cars.
He buys and sells auction cars.
And yeah, I try to put people into crypto trading as well.
He's a crypto trader. Me, I'm a retired crypto trader.
Why are you retired? There's nothing like retired.
I'm not retired though, but I'm looking to build physical ventures. I think I love real estate. I like to go into real estate in
Real
this
estate
country.
is okay.
It's a more decent way to make
okay.
money in this country. But yeah, thank you for watching. Do not just like, share, and subscribe. And see you in my next episode. Bye.